What's going on, everybody? I'm Commander RestlessCorpse. Welcome back to Elite Dangerous. There's been a giant change of plans. So, first of all, before we get into the change of plans and what's going on, let's talk about why there wasn't a video yesterday. Now, I actually recorded, edited, and rendered a video for yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't proud of that video. So, as some of you may know, on my Scumbag YouTubers video, which was 2 days ago, I talked about the whole CSGO thing, and someone, I'm not going to say who it was, but you guys could easily just look at the comments and figure out who it was very upset that I wasn't talking about Elite Dangerous and only Elite Dangerous in that video. Now, this was a relatively new viewer, so as far as I know, he started watching around episode 114, which was well into when I was back into the bubble. Why am I still in which space? I'm going to get this entire video out in which space, apparently. So he had never really experienced my exploration videos and how sometimes exploring is boring. And it is repetitive, and it's not like I can sit there and talk about what the hell's going on the screen, because you've seen it 1,000 times, every jump. And it's not like, you know, and in the video, like, I called him out, I told him if that's what he really wanted, that's what I would do, and it was basically it was 14-minute video, but it was basically 10 minutes of just jumping from system to system and not saying anything. And it was supposed to prove a point that while I'm recording exploration videos, I need to talk about something. So I talk about things that are going on in my life. But I did get into a conversation with this person in the comments where I learned that he was in fact a new viewer and didn't know that that's how things go on this series. And I learned also that he watched my videos to find out information on engineers and how to do things and strategies and things like that. And that's not what this series is about. This series is a straight up let's play of Elite Dangerous. So after telling him that's what it was, he was like, okay, you know, I'm sorry or whatever, or my bad. So I actually had that conversation with him immediately after recording the video, while waiting for it to transfer to my editing laptop. Well, no, I was waiting for it to render. It was rendering at the time. I had already made it. And after talking with him and clearing that up, I would have felt absolutely horrible uploading that video. Because it wasn't necessarily like, it's not like I was making fun of him or being malicious or mean to him. But after talking to him, it really did sound like he wasn't trying to be mean. And I kind of called him out for being mean in the video. And it turned out, it just sounded like he was under the wrong impression about this series. So I couldn't, in good conscience, release a video that was taking a dig at him. So if you're watching, you know who you are. I didn't, you know, just know that everything's cool. If you want to stop watching this because it's not what you thought it was, no hard feelings, bro. Now that we've got that out of the way, the changes. I don't know, you can't really tell, obviously, what's going on, but I ran into a problem. So I got to the 4th waypoint, and it took for fucking ever because the systems were all very sparse. So in order to, like, instead of being able to plot a relative straight line to something, you know, 400 light years away or something, and make it like 8 or 9 jumps, or, you know, whatever, 16 jumps for 400 light years, I guess. It was turning out to be something like 37 jumps. And the reason is because the plot would have to go around certain areas because the distance between the two systems was too great and it couldn't go from one system to the other. So it was making everything take just way longer. So I got to waypoint 4 doing that and tried to plot a course to waypoint 5, which was going to be the money patch, and I couldn't do it. No matter where I went to, I made several jumps to different places, tried to get a little closer, things like that. I couldn't plot a course because there were sometimes 70 or 80 light years between systems. So this caused me to take a look at the money patch itself. So I went up to the money patch, I moved around in it and stuff like that. Same problem. Between neutron stars and white dwarfs and stuff like that in the money patch were sometimes up to 80 light years. Which makes it turn out not to be an actual money patch at all. And it's not that I couldn't just, because when I'm in a money patch, obviously I'm filtering the galaxy map to only show things that I want to jump to make money. I set up every single star type on the map, on the filter, and still could not do it. So the new plan is I'm going back down to the galactic plane where everything is so densely packed that you can't spit from your anaconda and hit another system. And we're going to just go straight to Jaques Station. Now when I get to Jaques Station, I'm going to hang out there for a while, see what I could do to help, find, meta alloys, find barnacles, things like that in the surrounding systems or even in that system maybe. And I'm going to spend some time there. There's going to be some videos there of me looking for these things first of all. Unless by the time I get there somebody's found them, put them up somewhere, then obviously the videos will be me mining those and ferrying them over to Jaques Station and stuff like that. We'll get to all that stuff and everything too. But what I did was I went to a previous video. One of the videos from me on the way back from Sagittarius A to that money patch. If you guys remember, I was in that money patch for a very long time, lots of videos. There was even a 2-week hiatus of uploading videos while I was in that money patch to just get some stuff, and I stopped playing for a while because I had talked about quality of content, and I wanted to make sure that my videos were all engaging and quality and whatnot. But you guys, some of you sent me messages asking where the hell I was, and I realized that you guys just wanted to see content, so I came back. That money patch. Looked up the system name, and I went to that system in the galaxy, set a waypoint. On the way back from Jaques Station, I'm taking a detour to that money patch. And I'm going to get what I need to get out of it, because it's an amazingly huge, several thousand light years across money patch. And there's absolutely no way that I didn't leave a ridiculous amount of neutron stars there. So we're going to be going back there after we're done with the Jaques Station, and then from there we're going to go back home. It's a pretty long detour, but since we're not doing these videos the way we used to do them, where I was just logging on, recording, and then logging off, it won't take any time at all. I'll probably get from Jaques Station to the money patch, and maybe between videos, maybe 1 or 2 on the way there. And then I'll probably do a few videos while in the money patch, and then I'll do a few videos on the way back, and then we'll be back in the bubble before you guys even realize it. It'll be fine. But the current plan now is to get back onto the galactic plane, get to Jaques Station. Now, because I've been talking to you guys and not really paying attention, I haven't been checking the system map for anything fun. So why don't we go ahead and do that now, after I get into position for scooping here, and see if there's anything cool. And there is not. And for some reason he went over there to get that high metal content planet. There's another high metal content planet there with an atmosphere. For some reason he knocked those 2 out. And that one. Did he go down there? No, he didn't, but that's a little bit far away. I just don't know why he didn't get the main star. So, while I'm here, I'm going to get that main star. And then we'll move on. I gotta go around it anyway. And it's been a while since I've actually scanned a main star. I've just been doing the whole jump in, advanced discovery, move on type of thing, because I just want to get there. I'm not going to be using this type of thing for the money. I'm going to be going to the money patch for that. Because I want to hurry up, you know? Just want to get to Jaques Station and get to the fun stuff. In any case, that is all the time I've got for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, I can't promise you that I will be in Jaques Station by tomorrow, but I will be pretty damn close. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow. But it's weird, like my shift is switched. I'm working at night instead of during the day. So I don't know how much time I'm going to have when I get home. Remember, for those of you that are new, I'm a bartender. So sometimes I get home late and it's hard to record. But I only record these videos a day in advance. I never double up. I never record in batches. It's always a daily series. So we'll see, because I'm going to put a video out tomorrow. But who knows how much jumping I'll be able to do before I actually sit down to record. In any case, like I said, that's all the time I've got. My throat is getting crazy because I've recorded all three video series. Excuse me, one after another. My voice is just getting torn up. Otherwise, I'd make this video a little bit longer. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos of Elite Dangerous or any of the other videos that I've done, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, throw it down in the comments or hit me up on Twitter. That is @RestlessCorpse. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Eject. 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 Eject.